I really should update that logo. Hey! Hello everyone. I am back. I managed to go to the toilet in the time it took to do that intro. Perfect stuff. Anyway, I hope everyone's okay. And it's camera time. Yes, we are on the bad camera because the old camera is stuck on this picture. Look at that face. That thinking face. The man who is thinking. It went wrong again. Hi, how's everyone? Let's see what everyone's saying. So, hello Harry, bonjour again. Hi to Sven. Greetings from Montreal from Fernando. Greetings from Japan to yourself in Tokyo. Hi to Martin. Oh, here we go. Bonjour les amis. Hope you're all doing well. I don't think that's a direct translation, and yet I feel the two comments are probably complimentary, so I'm going to go with them. Yeah, it's good to see you all here. First things first. Oh wow, we've got more likes than viewers. That never happens. It's a good start. Not that we don't want more viewers. Just I like seeing those figures doing so well. So mine is listening to sheep literature at the. At least I was. Hello, I'm here because passcode changed. Thank you, Fikri. Yeah, we're going to talk about a few things. So as a lot of you probably know if you've been following what I was saying, and apologies I haven't spent more time on Discord, but been passing through trying to leave comments and update you guys as we go. I'm now quite a few scripts ahead of where I am. I've started recording a lot of the videos. I've got 3 videos already recorded which are going to come up in the next few days. A bunch more scripts that I've started recording the audio for. So yeah, we're really starting to get on top of things. There should be like a video every couple of days now for a good while, maybe speeding up even faster than that. Interesting subjects coming out. The videos that I said I was going to do before, like the Baby Metal one, I had to update it because there's been some updates since I recorded that, but that's fine. Yeah, no, there's been some real good progress, so there should be videos coming out fairly frequently now, and you've already had 2 in the last couple of days, so we're off to a good start. But yeah, I did want to also sort of mention, obviously, the passcode change was a really interesting one. I must admit, of all the members that they could have nicked from Lady Baby, I think she's great. I really like her, but I don't know necessarily whether she'll bring much change to passcode as a group. I was kind of hoping when you bring in a new member, you hope it. Well, I don't know. Not everyone agrees with this, but I like when new members come in and they allow the group to shift up formula a bit. But maybe she will. Maybe she'll bring something new to it. However, I'm just kind of happy more than anything. I'm happy to see her with a new home because she just seems to come across as a nice person. And I thought it was a real shame that Lady Baby, when they got into their best iteration by far, that's when they fell apart. I was like, it felt like there was a lot of fuel left in the tank on that project, so it was a shame to see it break up. So I'm happy to see any of the members move on to new things. And obviously, you guys mentioned to me that Ray's got her own solo project, which I found, I think that was in the last live stream. It was actually, no, maybe a couple of live streams ago. You guys mentioned that. I picked up on that, so that's something else that hopefully we can cover. So maybe we'll be covering on what has happened to the former Lady Baby members as they move forwards. We've got tabs on at least 2 of them, so there you go. But yeah, no, it was really cool to see, and there's a lot of stuff happening, as I say, lots of interesting things going on, so grab your beers, peeps. Time to dive in. Let's have a look and see what everyone is saying. Says Fernando. A fave only a mother. I think you mean a face. A face only a mother can like, and even that only if it has a bag over its head. Thank you. I like the fact you went for the word like. I think the expression is a face only a mother can love, but no, you went for a face only a mother can like. even downgrading that. Howard, up to date again. Yeah, I mean, it seems we are. Tomorrow I'm going to be way too busy to put out a video. So I could schedule one for tomorrow, but I thought best schedule it for Tuesday. If I schedule it for Tuesday, that means that then I can be assured the next one will come up. So I'm kind of doing one every couple of days rotation at the moment. Got some interesting subjects actually. There was one video I did. I don't know how I'm going to put it together, but I recorded the audio for it already, which is a video about. It's actually about an expression that I hear very often from musicians that I don't ever say myself, but so many people around me say who are music fans. So there's like a little one about some of the wording of how we talk about music. There was all the ones that we talked about in the last couple of weeks. They're all lined up and ready to go. An Ingenis one that's been waiting for a while. It's been recorded a while ago, so that should probably come out fairly soon. But there's a lot of other pressing ones. The Baby Metal one, I want to update that and get that out ASAP because I've now recorded 2 versions of that. So before even more news comes out, I want to update that and get that one out there. Yeah, it's kind of a lot of cool stuff. But seems to be pretty much on track. Life is complicated at the moment, as you guys know, so there will always be life stuff coming up. My birthday is on Thursday. Yeah, it's on Thursday, so I'm planning to have a video come out on Thursday. That will be scheduled. I don't think I'll be around for that because I'm hoping that someone's going to do something nice for my birthday. I don't know. I have loved ones. Finally, I'm living in the same place as loved ones, so I'm hoping that someone has planned something for my birthday. I don't know. Maybe. I got the presents for a certain other person's birthday, which is happening 9 days after mine. So, you know, hopefully the reciprocation in advance will happen. I don't know, but I'm planning not to be around on Thursday just in case. So look and see what everyone's saying there. So mine says above 650 subs out. Dancing shoes ordered yet? Oh man, I'm ready for that dance one. I've been ready for a while. I'm actually looking forward to doing that video. That's the weird thing. I'm looking forward to doing that video. I'm gonna have fun with that. But yeah, no, the subs have picked up a little bit as well. I was really impressed at how well we did subs wise. During the last couple of months when it's been we've had some off and on periods throughout this year as in general, but the last couple of months obviously been a lot of stuff going on. How supportive everyone was obviously before I left Hakuba was a massive part, but you know, you can't help but feel that the big thing happens and then will everyone stay with you nonetheless afterwards? You know, they've all helped you, and then after they've helped you, if you don't really show much results, is everyone really going to stick around? And it's just been really impressive. Not only that people have stuck around, but we gained a couple of subs during that time. I think at that point we dropped to like, was it like 636 or something? 635? Yeah, not sort of massive numbers, but considering we weren't putting out much content, we just slowly accrued. You had a couple of subs goes, a couple of subs gain, but a net gain. And then obviously I put out these videos and, you know, gained another 7 subs, which is really great. And if you're one of those subs who's here, hello, good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're not familiar, this is just where I waffle, take some questions, talk about music stuff. You know, try and use my experience to try and give some ideas, although most of what I say turns out to be wrong, especially if it's predictions. I do my best. I was pretty good at predicting everything that would happen on the Unseen World Bandmate album, so I think, you know, I'm pretty good sometimes with this stuff. But yeah, no, it's been really interesting, and these live streams are always a bit of fun for us all to catch up and share some news, share some opinions. So Fikri says, as our resident passcode Sokkan Yanara man, Yuna, one of the best female screamer, but lack of healthiness, she retired. But Emery is a nice addition to passcode, who need a screamer. I mean, I always have a very mixed relationship with the whole screamo thing. It can work, but it's not really my thing. I know some songs where there's like screamo stuff in where I can actually go, yeah, that makes the song better. But as a general, most songs that I've heard screamo in doesn't have that effect for me. Why am I correcting the camera that I'm not even using? But, you know, I certainly am not an anti-screamo person. It's just like, it's one of those genres where I kind of feel, or one of those techniques where I feel like, kind of a bit like how I feel about rap, which is a genre that I probably am more into. But although I like heavy music, but tend not to be the screamy stuff. But I feel the same way about screamo as I do about rap, which is that so many people do it and do it badly. The ones who do it well are a rare exception, kind of discoloured by those who do it badly. So I'm even looking into the wrong camera. One of the reasons why I'm happy that she joined is because I remember, and a lot of this does come down to the mixing as well. So I hope it's mixed really well. I hope they don't just go, we got a new member, so we're going to turn her up excessively. But the stuff she did in Lady Baby as a general, it was mixed well. You know, she was there to add colour and impact to elements. It wasn't just, all right, now we're going to listen to 3 minutes of someone screaming. And that's a quality that I think Passcode share as well. So I think that her addition does seem like a natural one. I just hope that they transfer what was enjoyable and impactful about her performances in Lady Baby. I hope they just directly transplant that into Passcode. That I'd be very happy with that. I'd be cool with that. Still looking at the wrong camera. Don't think beer, and even if I didn't, I'm at work. Oh, don't drink beer, and even if I did, I'm at work. I'm sorry to hear that for 2 reasons, Harry, but still. Anyway, I hope you're alright, man. Need to check out the Discord DMs, but I hope you're doing alright, fella. Certainly, you've been through a lot, and yeah, I've been reading your updates recently, so good stuff, man. I'm really hoping it keeps on being good, from at least from the last one I read. Loon, hey man, how you doing? Watching on 2 devices, but can only like once. Also, evening, Howard. Thank you, Loon. Thank you. That means you're probably making up half our viewership. We got 14 viewers. That's really great. Yeah, but thank you for watching on 2 devices. I'm sure on some level YouTube is giving me lots of algorithm bumps for that. Harry says, same here, tablets. It's like everyone, it says we've got 14 viewers, but I actually got 70. You all watching on 2 devices at once. I'm watching on 10 devices right now, so I'm probably make up all the views. Maybe there will be cakes in the game. What's this? Tablet to watch and and my phone for comments. Hint, hint. Or happy. Oh, yeah. Sorry, cake was about the birthday. Yeah, I forgot myself. I haven't had a birthday cake, and I don't remember. I always have good birthdays. Birthday's my favourite day of the year. Ego thing. But no, like last year's birthday was probably the first bad, well, just like really not a birthday I've had forever, because I was just stuck on that stupid mountain and wasn't able to do anything. Yeah, so I was just nothing. Nothing came through, nothing happened. That sucked. So I'm looking to make up for it this year. But I always love birthdays. I enjoy getting older. I'm not frightened of it. I lost all my hair. That's cool. I'm comfortable with that. I've been comfortable with that for years. So I enjoy birthdays. I enjoy getting older. I got nothing to fear. So yeah, no, it's a good day. It's a good day as well to make everyone rally around your ego. Make yourself feel better. So I like it, and I'm hoping that I get a little bit of I'm gonna get a nice day. But whereas usually I plan my own birthday, I plan like something we're gonna do, and my friends usually join, and it's really fun. This year, because of the different dynamic, because it's more of a family dynamic, I'm sitting back, I'm seeing what they do. See, this is a chance to prove how well they do or do not know me. Obviously, my friends as a general, I've got my friends in Japan, but a lot of them are not actually in Tokyo. Most of my Japanese friends are in Hokkaido, which is kind of a bit suspect. I've got friends in like Osaka and Hiroshima as well, but not so many in Tokyo anymore. A lot of them have moved away from Tokyo, and the few friends I do have, a couple of them are like really COVID paralyzed with fear, so they don't want to go out. So yeah, it's going to be like our little family is going to have a birthday, and I'll report how well that goes. Well, that's before this, so I'll be able to tell you in the next live stream, won't I? But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm buying a case of beer and another case of Boss Coffee for the June Murphy's birthday. Oh man, I love you for saying that. I love you saying Boss Coffee as well, considering Boss Coffee certainly is a favourite of mine. Kind of outside of my price budget these days. I go for that own brand Sangaria coffee that you get in the Gyomu Super. For anyone who's like in Japan, Gyomu Super, that's where I go because it's so cheap. Business supermarket. Lots is happening, but Howard decided to take the thing as thumbnail. I told him already 14 days ago. All right, Sven. Thanks, man. Thank you. I thought it was something that I hadn't addressed on the channel. I thought I'm gonna put that up there. I thought I'll put it up there because it's a thing. It's a thing. It's an important thing. It's a thing. I needed something for the thumbnail, so there we go. It's the most interesting thing I could think of without covering stuff that's coming up in videos already. And again, it says, can we send him a delightful case of Bud Light and a face with a face on the box? Oh, after Bubbles' extended face on a box thing. You perhaps could do. I don't know if anyone if anyone's got a screenshot of that thing, but yeah, yeah, that horrifying case of beer with a stretched face on it. That was disturbing. Harry, speaking of rap music, Chris Broad is thinking of doing it. No, I'm good. No disrespect to Chris Broad, but that song, we don't talk about that song. It's pretty much exactly what I mean. That to me was like listening to a hormonal 13-year-old who's picked up his first guitar doing screamo. That's what that sounded like to me. Red says, I just shave all my hair on 1st of September. You just did? Is that because you were losing your hair or just out of sympathy for me? Is this like a charity thing? You guys are doing this for me. If you're doing that for me, I greatly appreciate it. Or shave your heads just to make me feel a bit better. That would be unnecessary, I think is the word I'd go for. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff interesting happening musically. There's a lot of songs coming out as well. I've read a lot of stuff about a lot of live shows going. There seems to be more live shows being booked. So if you know about any band or artist who is getting back on the live circuit, who maybe hasn't been doing it for a while, now is a good time to share it. Obviously, as always, share it in my Discord. But there's a lot of activity happening from artists who've been relatively sedentary, I think is the word we're looking for, over the last few months to year. So certainly now's the time. If an artist that you like is out there doing something, broadcast it. Make sure people know. Maybe you haven't been hearing from them for a while. Obviously, going back to that video that we'll be posting sometime soon, one of the band that we know is not going to be doing anything anytime soon, or at least doesn't appear to want to announce anything anytime soon, is Babe Metal. So that's one which we're going to be discussing. But again, I gave away a lot about what was being discussed in that video, and there's been updates since then. So that video will follow. That'll probably be one of the ones I put out this week. Best not leave it too long anyway. So let's say here, Sven says, Howard, do you know that Ina the End releases 2 EPs and a new album this year? No, I must admit, although I didn't know that, when artists say they're releasing something this year, I tend not to pay much attention. I tend to wait till they say it's going to be next month, because stuff gets put back. Stuff gets put back a lot. And plus, you know, as much as I like to look forward to things, if it's like a real favourite artist of mine, I'll look forward to it. But, you know, Ina's album, obviously, if you guys haven't seen it, there's the video review I did of it on this channel. Still looking at the wrong camera. It's just because it's bigger. I did the video review of that first, I believe it was her debut like album as a solo artist, with exception to, you know, but you know what I mean. I remember being really interested by that, and yeah, I'd be very interested to hear more. Very interested to hear more. But it's one of those ones, yeah, I'm not getting like overly built up about it. I'm just kind of, I like her voice, and I'd be interested to see what she does next, but it'd be interested to see how she develops from the previous album. But yeah, Ina's a really interesting talent, and I really liked the way she went with that album. I was really interested in the sound that she chose, the style that she chose. I felt it sounded like a much more personal project than I was expecting. I thought they were going to use her star power and really push something of a, you know, make her into an instant celebrity, but it felt like a passion project, which I kind of talked about a lot in the video review I did there as well. It's the difference between, okay, is this like a manufactured thing, or is this a passion project? Because it comes across sounding much more personal than I expected. So that was a really that was an interesting one. I don't know if I'm sort of like going to be like sitting waiting on the edge of my chair for the latest ones, though. I will just sort of pick them up as they come along. But certainly if she's doing, it just seems like 2 EPs and a new album. See, that's another thing. When someone says they're releasing that much material, I'm like, why? It always sounds like I hate to say it. I mean, as always, I'll be honest on this channel, even with artists I like, it sounds cash grabby when you go into the beginning of a year and say, I'm going to release an album and 2 EPs. I'm like, okay, but tell me why you're doing that. Like an album and an EP, I get. An album and 2 EPs, there's got to be some very clear thematic differences between these for you to separate your songs in that manner. And, you know, you clearly, you clearly know the items you've been recording, so you've clearly recorded stuff that could be pressed onto a double album, but you've decided to separate into 3 releases. So what's going on here? Why have you separated into 3 releases? When I hear stuff like that, I want to hear more clarity as why it's been done like that. But still, like I said, I'd be the first person to excited. Now I've got a bit of time and I'm back on track with stuff that's coming out. I'll be the first person to jump on and listen to it when it comes out. I just kind of feel a little bit weird when someone says start the year and it's like, hey, we're going to have an album and 2 EPs coming out this year. I'm like, what is that about? But there you go. Red says, I'm losing my hair too. Might as well be a skinhead again. Yeah, I mean, last time I had my hair cut, I basically was a skinhead. I need to get a cut again now. I'm starting to get that fluff at the side thing. Don't like it. KPP doing but sympathy for the skinheads. By which I mean people who are naturally skinhead rather than, the implications of what that word could mean. You know what, yeah. Whatever. Fernando, KPP going on tour early 2022. Yeah, I saw you mention that in the comments. That's really cool. In Japan. Yeah, I look forward to seeing her hopefully in Japan because obviously most of the times I've seen her have been in London. Harry says Scandal postponed their world tour again, but are doing a short domestic tour. Ah, that's the one I heard about. Yeah, I heard about Scandal touring, but I didn't realise it was a replacement for a world tour. Sven says Asian Kung Fu Generation makes a tour this November, and I think they're going to show one performance for free. That's cool. I like that when artists do that. It's again, I think it's endearing. Giving stuff away for free. It's a way to both reward your current fans and also bring in a couple of extra fans who people who might just be interested but not fully 100% in. It's a good way of endearing yourself. I think even whether you be a small artist who's like trying to get signed or an artist who's massively famous, you've got to know when to give free stuff away occasionally. It's like any business. If you're always on the grab, if you're always setting your prices as high as you can, then it has negative effects that you can't see or that maybe you won't see so openly. So you got to know when to be, kind of like, I'm going to give you this one for free. And especially when it comes to a tour, give away one of the videos for free. Give away like a tour video for free. Just do it, guys. It's good business, and it's nice business. For Bleeds, Isla's EPs are released late September, then late October, then late November for the Zombie. Also gonna on tour this year. Also has 2 Amazon exclusive tracks released in July. All right. Cool about the tour. Good for her. Amazon exclusive tracks, there's been like exclusive tracks being going around for years, so there's nothing wrong with that. Interesting idea. Certainly going to wait for them to get leaked. As I still don't get the deal with like the release schedule. Something seems off there. I don't know if these EPs are all original material. If one's like a remix EP or something, I don't get what's going on there. If I don't know, I'm holding a VIP Scandal ticket on hold since 2019. Yeah, I know, man, but. Stick it out. It'll be so much. The atmosphere at that show when all you guys turn up 2 or 3 years late. That's going to be an amazing atmosphere. Martin says Scandal pushed back UK tour to next September. Sad but understandable. Safety first, always. Yeah, totally agree. But good for them. Good for them. They're keeping it. From what I've heard, they're keeping the postponed tickets honoured. So good for them. 4 Bleeps, remember Bish released the Carrots EP and then Styx EP and then Carrots and Styx album. Yeah, I heard about this because obviously I only ever picked it up as the full album. Still, cash grab. Don't know if I agree with it. Nah, if I bought the, I guess if they told you in advance that was what they were going to do, but if I bought one EP and a second EP and then they just released it as a mashed on thing, I'd be like, congratulations on emptying my wallet. Yeah, I'm a little bit. See, that's kind of like the opposite. We're talking about the Asian Kung Fu Generation thing, where it's like it's good faith business. We're doing that sort of thing, endearing themselves. That's good faith business. Releasing your album in 2 halves and then sticking it together and asking for people to pay for it again. That's not good faith business. That's bad faith business, in my opinion. But it's just funny because that's one of my favourite albums. Yeah, certainly by Bish, and I really love the Carrots and Styx album. But if I'd been around at the time and they'd done that, I would have been boiling slightly. Sven said, I think on the EPs they are songs from the album, like with Carrots and Styx. Yeah. Thank you for reiterating that point. Still, yeah, like I say, the EPs are digital. Yeah, but they still want your money, right? It's like I'm going to pay you and then you're going to make me pay you again for the same thing. Harry, September, something else I wanted to add there, but I'm not going to say it because it's coming up in one of the videos. September 29, Scandals single One More Time will be... Oh, we came up on this one before. Bless you, Scandal. Bless you, Scandal. You've lost the ability to name songs. why, why have all their song names become so boring recently? It's like, pick song name from the generic song list. Come on, Scandal. You write good songs. You pay someone to think of good names for the songs. Pay someone to think of, or just name them in Japanese. Just don't give them names like this anymore. We've had like Eternal. One More Time. Oh. Come on. The EPs are, oh yeah, I read that. Isn't the music industry about emptying your wallet? Yeah, but again, like I say, there's that thing of Four Bleeps mentioned that. It's the good faith, bad faith business thing. What's interesting is that Bish lie in that position where they and yeah, again I say this, I'm a big fan of Bish. I love Bish. I think they're great. I always look forward to their new music. But Bish stand in that place where they claim to be, and in so many ways are, alt-idol. You know, like sort of the antithesis of idol, and yet they'll gladly use the idol marketing techniques to basically run their fans dry, not necessarily in exchange for any product, which is a very idol thing to do. And that's always where I think, you cynically willing to reach back and grab from the the dodgy commercial aspects of idol. But fair enough. I mean, if they get the money, they get the money. But like I say, a band like when we were talking the other day, we were talking about like Bandmade with how cheap their online shows were, or Asian Kung Fu Generation with that thing that Sven was just mentioning about the giving away free show. Okay, that might not make any. You might get less money from your existing fans, but I tell you what, you're going to stand much more chance of winning over new fans. Good faith marketing. When you're playing the popularity game, is wise. Bad faith marketing only really works when you kind of said, well, we got as many fans we're going to get, we need to milk them dry now. So again, this is no reflection on the artists, unless the artists have a say, which a lot of the time they don't. It's more a reflection on the business practices around certain artists. But yeah, so when it comes to Bish, I'd gladly give you lots of money for carrots and sticks, as I did. But if you'd charge me for both of the EPs and then ask me to pay for them to be put together, I'd be like, hell no. Alright, let's have a look at some of this. So, Scandal, your masterpiece. It's like, come on, Scandal, please. Work on the song names. Work on the song names. Ramirez says, Rolling Chords. Oh, yeah, we've got to do that World Tour weekend soon, haven't we? With them, and was it Aziz or something? Rolling Chords had their free streaming concert with guest vocalist Alexa about... Well, they just get an Amazon Alexa in there. They just sing to... It's too easy. About 12 hours ago, it was for the new Diadem logo they had a contest for. I don't know what that means, but cool if they had a contest. That's nice. Nice to get your fans involved. Rolling Chords. Just imagine them performing with Amazon Alexa. They start singing the song and it's like, I have ordered 5 pints of milk from the local grocery. Setting your lights to half brightness. Last 5. Oh, thank you, Harry. Last 5 Scandal songs: Spice, Living in the City, Eternal, Ivory, One More Time. These are... Ivory is the nearest, and even Ivory just makes me think it's like a shortened version of Ebony and Ivory. These are song names that are just, please try harder. Like, it's not like Scandal don't have good song names. They have got good song names, but it just seems they've run out recently. It's like someone gave them a dictionary at the beginning of their career and they've just run out of ideas or something. It's like, if their song names were as inventive as their songs, that would be really promising. Where's all stuff like Pinhill Surfer where you need to work out what it's about and yet it sticks in your head anyway? Russell Potter says, well, sorry, I never read full names. I'm just calling you, I'm going to call you Potter. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to call you Russell. And bet you get sick of being called Potter. So, Russell, Um, I should have worked that out a while ago. Sorry, Russell. May have been mentioned, but Bandmate have written the theme to anime Platinum End. I saw something about this. Full version of Sense will be released next month. Awesome. Yeah, I had heard something about that, but not much. So thank you for filling in the details. If I'd been on the Discord more, I'd probably know all of that by now. But thank you for coming here and telling me. Like I said, I haven't been on the Discord as much as I wanted to be. I want to be on there a lot more. It's just been crazy recently. As you guys will know, Sven. Songs are written for the Asian Kung Fu Generation sequel of Surf Bangaku Kamakura, the other project of Asian Kung Fu Generation besides their other album. Can't wait to get so many new songs. Songs are written for Asian Kung Fu. Do you mean that they've written songs that are going to come out? Because in that case, that's nice. It's always nice when you know something's coming out in advance. Just as long as it's not a bunch of albums where you've been given no explanation why they're not connected. Mine says, this stream is being given away totally for free because we're not monetized. That's right. Still looking at the wrong camera. Hi. I feel like I'm just ignoring you, but there you are. Romero says, Aldius is on tour in Japan with guest vocalists since Rin has left. Yeah, I mean, the Aldius thing's really difficult. Really difficult. It's been hard for them. I think they need to do like severe like sort of lifestyle medical full checks on the next singer. The next singer needs to go through some kind of crazy series of scans to check that they're going to be okay. I feel bad, like the curse of the audio singers. Oh dear. Trident is also doing some shows, and Brider is still planning their tour to Europe in the UK next month. Nice. That is really good to hear. Good for Trident. Always good to see Trident doing. I hope Trident stay on their current trajectory. I think they're really promising. And Brider as well. You know, they've had a hard time, but they've got crowdfunding and everything going for them. And they've really picked themselves up. So I hope they stay as strong as ever. Russell Sam, buying EPs and singles just are not financially viable for anyone outside of Japan. DVDs for concerts and live seem to be more reasonable. Yeah, I mean, like, I used to buy all the singles and stuff, and it just emptied my wallet. When I was in the UK, that is. And the problem is, I still think that DVDs for concerts and lives, that's all fine, but you just don't get the song in full quality, which is kind of what I find a bit sad. So for me, I would always just default to buying the album. But there's artists who don't even release proper albums anymore. They're just always release like, well, sorry, you say EPs, yeah. But like LPs, you know, I just want a proper LP. LP. Harry, Awanai Tsumori no Genki dene. I won't see you again. Take care. Okay. I won't see you again. Where are you? Something bad happening. Well, take care. I hope you're alright. I hope we see you again. That's kind of dark. Rev says, plenty outside of Japan do buy EPs and singles of Japanese bands. And the midnight. Yeah, that's a good idea. Fan way of thinking. Yeah, we've all been there. Couple of drinks, make a couple of purchases. Look at your wallet in the morning and go, oh, I bought 15 copies of that. Why did I do that again? Ah, dear me. Should I have one more for the rest? Have one more for the road. I've got to wake up really early in the morning. Really early. Got to help take the young one to her first day at school. My brain's going to kill me. But that's right, I've got to set all of my alarms. I switched on all of my old phones just so I could set the alarms on them. Now that, my friends, is how you do dedication to being a good person. So, let's see. Can I remember how to set the alarms on these extremely old phones? This is not what you guys tuned in for, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm responsible. And this is the right thing to do. Can't even find. I've got like this really old Android phone, and I can't even find. Where's the alarm on this? I don't know why I'm making you guys watch this. Everyone's going to leave just because I'm looking at my phone, which is a very rude thing to do, I should point out. But I just suddenly realised if I don't set time and date. Is the time and date even correct? Because, yeah, oh, it's correct. Oh, that's good. I don't know where... Oh, it's got a separate app on this. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? I'm going to set it for 6:20. 6:47. 6:30. Let's have one at 6:50 as well. Yeah, 6:50. What other times around 6? I set one for 6:28. Yeah. Now we're talking. That should make utter misery between those hours. So let's set that nice and alarm volume maximum. Fantastic. Now we're going to use this tiny little Nokia and we're going to do the same thing. Alright, so alarms. Oh, this is much easier. It's just got an icon right on my desktop. Perfect. So we'll set one for 6:36. Very good. Very good. Let's have one for 6:08. It's quality viewing, people. You don't get this from other channels. 6:44. That's good. Let's have 6:44. Oh, 6:18. We haven't got 6:18 yet. Good. Set. How about... I can't miss her first day at school. I cannot miss her first day at school. That'll be the end of my life. And probably rightly so. What about 6:22? Let's have 6:22. 6:22. Yeah, I feel like I'm playing like phone bingo right now. Is the clock right? It says 1:31. Time is 1:38. Near enough. That random element will keep it exciting. Ring and vibrate volume maximum. You can never have enough, people. You can never have enough. Alright, let's set this one. Oh, it's already all at 6:43, 6:45, 6:48, 6:54, 6:55, 6:57. Let's have a couple earlier in the hour. 6:21. 6:30 sounds fun. Let's have one at then. So yeah, basically this is my life now. Trying desperately not to miss school appointments and all that kind of stuff that anyone who knows me for more than 5 seconds would be like, Howard, what's going on? What happened? And let's turn the volume up. So let's set the alarm volume nice and loud. I'm going to get copyright blocked for that. Cool. If I don't wake up in the morning, I blame technology. Right, so with that... Wow, I kept 13 viewers. Everyone stayed. Or maybe just 13 people left and a whole new 13 people came in. Sorry, I needed to sort that out. I thought if I don't do that now, I'm going to forget it and then I'm going to be doubly mad. So let's have a look at what everyone's saying. Scandal song title. Is it in reference to? Oh, your previous comment was scandal. Oh, okay. Oh, so I won't see you again. Take care. Okay. Oh, that was a scandal. Sorry. Well, that's a good one. I think usually going for Japanese kind of helps because even Japanese bands mostly name their songs in English half the time. So going for a Japanese title gives you more chance of being original. But yeah, that's a bit better. Sven, Surf Bangaku Kamakura goes along the line from Fujisawa to Kamakura. The sequel will have the Kagoshima main line as topic. So what, you mean they're writing a song about the railway line? The songs in Surf Bangaku Kamakura are just the station name plus a word like Fuji Loser or Kaganuma Surf. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm okay with that. You know, sort of, especially if they're theming them after the places. If they're not theming them, then it's okay. But if they're theming them after the places, that's awesome. And again, I'm sure no one will stay at all when you arrive at the school. Or as an international school, so you know, I'm probably not going to be the only white face there. My pro tip: don't take photos of kids on first day of school. There's always another day. They won't change much in the first week. Nah, I already said to her. I mean, she knows me well enough to know that I'm not a fool. You know, I've worked as a teacher and stuff like that before, and plus I'm I'm not the traditional parent material, so I know full well the last thing she wants is me putting my stupid old face up there, and I'm not that old, but you know, by her standards, I'm old, and you know, embarrassing in front of her, all of her potential new friends. So I'll just sort of take her up to within view of the school, and I'll let her walk down there, and you know, and then once she's in the school, I'll come up and talk to her because they want like parents to talk to the teachers and stuff, which I'm okay with. Good thing for me to do, but I'll let her go into the school first. You know, I won't embarrass her. Plus, the good thing is, if she turns around, anyone asks her, she can literally say, "That's not my dad," and she's telling the truth. I said that to her today. We went out to get like some of the school stuff, and we were having a good chat, and we were walking back with her mum, and we were talking about her first day at school. I just said, "Hey, if anyone asks, just look at me and say, that's not my dad. So you'll be fine." I got a good laugh out of both of them, which is nice. So school doesn't teach you how to set alarms. School wastes the time. Harry, one phone going off every minute. 5 feet apart, leading towards the coffee. Well, I'm gonna hide all 3 phones in different corners of the room to avoid that thing that you do. Just turn it off. For Bleeds, I usually add EPs and singles when I buy Japanese albums. Shipping charges don't change. That's kind of true. So it's an easy way to pick up the exclusive track. Guess which ones will sell out first is difficult. That's true. If you got enough cash in hand just to buy them all at once, then that is it's a wise investment for the overall saving. Mine, after the cacophony of alarms, Howard finds out school starts on Wednesday. Nah, it starts tomorrow. I know, because she's like, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school. Actually, she doesn't sound anywhere near that bad, but that's kind of the way it sounds to me. The good, then he'll have gotten in a good amount of practice. I don't know what that's in. I can think of 2 things that might be in line to. Oh, that's in line to. It starts on Wednesday. Oh, right, I get practice for Wednesday. It definitely starts tomorrow. I shouldn't have poured another drink, but hell. It'll get me to sleep. Alright, so we're about 3/4 of an hour in, guys. We've got about another 1/4 of an hour to go before I really do need to actually get some sleep. So, yeah, let me guys know if there's anything particularly exciting going on. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue to waffle about things I want to waffle about. So, I'm really excited to show you guys the new place in a bit more detail. It looks fantastic, but we've still got so much stuff that we're sorting out in there. I finally ordered somewhere for me to sleep. Ordered a proper bed. So it's starting to look like a home now. I got to order curtains. I forgot about that. Oh my god. So I got to order curtains and stuff, but as always, I am mastering going for the cheapest of everything. I don't have money. But no, it's been kind of awesome. Plus, I will say, I don't think James will mind me saying, he's been we've been stepping up our little business. He's been paying me to go to Akihabara with my video phone, and we've been going around card shops buying Pokemon. Where are they? I might as well those little Pokemon cards, because of course James knows what's worth a lot of money. I don't have a clue, but he knows. Oh, look for this, look for that. And then we'll do it on video call. It's like 5 o'clock for the morning for him, so he's waking up going. And then he talks me through on video camera what to buy. But yeah, we got all like shiny Pokemon cards. I got just went in there. It was like, so that just a few cards. That's like 10,000 yens worth. That's like 100 quid's worth almost. It was like shiny Pokemon cards. Oh, this one was like crazy. This was the one which was like worth 10,000 yen, and it's like nothing's in there. But there's actually like about 20 cards or something in that one. So yeah, that's been another potential source of income, but just trying to make enough money to live, like an adult life. selling Pokemon cards. I'm so mature, guys. Woo! Maturity. Ugh. Anyway, where was I? See what everyone is saying here. I got more viewers. Apologies for anyone who walked in while I was just randomly showing Pokemon cards for reasons that make no sense if you ever met me. Drink lots of liquid so the options are get up or wet the bed. Probably just wet the bed. I use my Amazon Echo as my alarm clock so I don't even have to move or turn it off. I just tell Alexa to snooze. Yeah, see, that wouldn't work for me because I talk a lot. I've been caught singing in my sleep and I do talk in my sleep. So yeah, I am very noisy. I was talking to Steve. Anyone, if you've been with the channel for a while, you remember Steve. You remember when he did the podcast with me a couple of times over. Yeah, man's like a living legend, absolute hero to me. And bless him, Steve Gilmore. We were talking today, and we were talking about the whole situation. And he just sort of said to me, "I cannot imagine anyone living with you without making some serious adjustments to their patience." Oh yeah, you're kind of right. It's like all you do is argue. I was like, yeah, that's probably right. It's like stubborn, you argue. I was like, thanks, Steve. So I kind of feel like most of the effort is being put on by other people, not by myself. However, when it comes to dealing with Amazon, yeah, no, I would probably swear at Alexa and stop it that way. Russ says, can I call you Russ? It says Russell, but just the Englishness inside makes me want to shorten it to Russ, and I don't know whether some people don't like having their name shortened. I feel like I should call you Russ. Let me know. I'm still traumatized to this day that there was a second day of school. Nobody warned me. Yeah. Let's meet her afterwards, and the first thing I'm going to say to her is, and tomorrow you do it all again. Yeah, she kicked me in the nuts. No curtains, keys in lots of early sunrise light. There's words, but I don't know what the sentence is. No curtains, keys in lots of early sunrise light. It's like a poetry slam. Construct that for me. I'm sure it's really obvious, but still. My brain. Martin, what are you doing with all the quirky band names, Howard? Is it for a really complex word search or those long daylight hours when you can't go out? Actually, I'm just doing a video about that. I decided to, I might as well say it's fairly obvious. So this is another one that I'm probably going to put out next week. Yeah, next week. Well, for me this week, but that's only because it's just turned Monday for me. But I just thought I'd do a video just to highlight some really fun band names, and I also researched with as many of them as I could research where the band names came from. So each one I just do like a little minute or 2 minutes where I talk about where the band name came from. It's just like a little fun little thing. But I think I only did there was a lot of suggestions. I think I only did 5 or 6 of them, which were really kind of funny ones. And there was a couple that I already knew that I was going to do. So probably there's like, for even anyone who's been following my Discord, there's probably going to be like at least three on there that you maybe don't see coming. But yeah, no, it's just a little fun video I wanted to do because I thought it'd be a fun little subject for people to get into. And just so you can see you might have heard some of these band names before, and you can see the silly stories behind where they came from, or at least just maybe find out about a band that you didn't know had a kind of fun, interesting name. Loon, Alexa's listening to everything you say in your sleep. Harry, my girlfriend's got an Alexa, and I said the same thing to her. She's like, my girlfriend wants to she wants Alexa to control the lights and the fridge and the washing machine. I'm like, considering that new terms and conditions thing that Apple came up with, where they're allowed to actually go through the photographs on your phone. I was like, yeah, I don't know how much. I was like, maybe you just get up and press a button. I keep on joking with her that the reality that she wants. Well, actually, she made this joke first of all when I kept on saying you're getting lazier and lazier. You buy all this stuff so you can get soup. He's like, you just want to be as lazy as you can be. And then she made this joke, and I really enjoyed it. That she said it was like that Disney film WALL-E, And if anyone's seen that, there's the bit at the end where the entire human race is like on this spaceship, but they're all basically in these hover chairs that just take them around to where they need to go and feed them food, and everyone's like sitting in their chair and can't move. I sort of said to her, she said, "That's the future I want." I said, "That's the future you're going to get." Too much automated stuff. I like technology, but automation isn't actually that impressive as far as technology goes. Anyone here who's like into like technology will probably know that automated stuff is really not a very advanced technology. So anyone who says, "Oh, I like automated stuff because I like technology," don't buy it from them. Don't buy it from them. Oh man. So right, Fernando says keys equals let's. Alright, let's go back and read Fernando's comments again. An oops for that. Alright, so no curtains, lets in lots of early sunrise. There we go. No curtains, lets in lots of early sunrise light. Yes, it also not exactly what you want when you live in a housing estate and your girlfriend has to get ready in the morning. Just big open window. Yeah, you know. We got like a big plastic, just like they put a plastic sheet up on a couple of hooks, which is fine. I am so low maintenance that I would never change that. If it was just me, I would just leave that plastic sheet there. I don't need curtains. That's good. Plastic sheet is fine. But you know, other humans with their standards. Four Bleats. Am I alone in thinking the new Empire track is terrible? They have outdone K-pop by making a track with no melody and no hook. Didn't check that out. Didn't even know it came out. Do you know what? Empire have always been interesting to me, but I have not been following them anywhere near clearly enough. By the sounds of it, I shouldn't be, but I'm going to check it out. Interesting point. How's partner? Did you order 5,000 guitar picks and 10,000 flute reeds from Amazon? Rather interesting considering I don't use guitar picks. I'm not a guitar pick type. I'm actually going to pop on that Empire track. Just, you know, obviously I can't play it. Just so anyone knows, I cannot play it out loud. If you're new to the channel, we adhere to the copyright thing now. Not because I totally agree with the copyright thing. We've talked about this so many times before, but just because it's not worth messing with it. I know a lot of people get away with it, but I guess just from working with this stuff my entire adult life, I just, you know, it's not worth it. So let's put in Empire. Here we go. Empire. Was it Let's Show? Came out one day ago. If that's the one, then I'll play that in a minute. Yeah, so Russell says yes to Russ, but not Potter school trauma. Yeah, I kind of thought that. I mean, you know, I've got nothing against the Harry Potter stuff. I'm not really into it, but I've got nothing against it. But I can imagine having the name Potter must be a pain in the arse after that thing came out. Or ass for Americans. They all walk around with donkeys on their ear. Fernando, my damn spell checker playing tricks on me. I was the person who couldn't work out a one-word difference, but still. Thank you for correcting. Harry says, Alexa can join Siri in spying on me. Google self-driving cars in the future. Yeah, so she was talking about that today. So she's talking about like the Tesla one. Oh, I want a self-driving car. It's like, am I the only person who actually thinks driving's fun? And again, teamwork. Alright, so I'm going to listen to Let's Show by Empire. I'll tell you when it starts. So if anyone wants to line up Let's Show by Empire, you can listen to it with me. Like I say, I'm not going to be playing it over so you can hear it, but I'll just talk about it while it's playing, because that was interesting. Like I say, I wanted to listen to more Empire anyway, but this insinuation that it's a bit K-pop, I don't know how to feel about that. I'm just going to pop this on. So anyone, if you're not already, we're going to have a little listen. Pop on Empire Let's Show. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a minute to do that. It's got a little advert at the beginning of it anyway. So in about 60 seconds, I'll press play on that. And then we'll all listen together. I know when I did the Cluepo one a few weeks ago, I kind of jumped into that a bit quickly. I don't think everyone else had time to line it up. But I don't know what to expect. I mean, as I say, I kind of enjoy a lot of the wax stuff. I have insinuated recently, and I talked about a bit more in the most recent review that's going to come out, that there are certain issues with the Kentacore style thing that, you know, I did talk about Kentacore in a video about a month or two ago, a couple of months ago now. Maybe a month and a half. More than a month, that's what I'm saying. The whole Kentacore thing, in that I like Kentacore, but it's very interesting seeing how they apply it across their songs and how it does get overused. However, Empire seems to be a little bit different from that Kentacore thing in a lot of ways. So, they tend to stand out as having some slightly more experimental songs, perhaps a bit like Bish used to. Although I still think Bish are the best sounding group in the Whack lineup. All right, anyway, let's do it. Yes, Empire, let's show. Cool, I'm going to play it now. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so it's got a real disco beat at the beginning. And it's got like a square video. That's so 80s. Okay, so far you're right, there's no melody. It's kind of a bit hip-hop. The beat's very dry. But yeah, it's got a good club feel to it. I don't know, the first Empire song I heard was very much a club song. Obviously, this isn't a proper review. I'm just telling you what I think on first listens. No doubt I'll come back to this and maybe do a review later. Standard sort of build-up tactic. The little hats come in. Revolving snare. Oh, there's this chorus. No, don't do that. Oh no. There's no chorus, is there? It's like, if you're going to do a riff-based hook, at least have a riff, not bada 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 bada. That is literally one note. I thought you were maybe exaggerating, but you're right. It's a one-note riff. It's not a riff when there's only one note. Okay, there's a little... But no, it's basically one note. And then straight into the next pre-chorus. There isn't even a second verse. It's a very short song. Is this literally just going to wrap up after another... So Empire basically don't do anything in this. They've got like a few lines each. Virtually no singing. I like a lot about it. It's like, it's the basis of something good, but it's like they just stopped halfway, like, oh, I'll do. Even as a minimalist thing, minimalism can work, but I do like the beat. As a club beat, I like it. The production, the mix, it's nice. It could work as a little sort of shuffling minimalist club number, but it's just, it never clicks. And it's over. Oh dear. No. That's a real shame. I mean, when that started, I was like, oh, this could be kind of cool. It's got a good little thump. It's really simple, but it felt like it. I kind of almost remember, kind of like obviously not the same, but you're kind of like thinking of the vibe of like Trouble by Shampoo, a song that has basically nothing going on in it, but just kind of works on this kind of weird, it's bouncy and catchy and it just kind of grabs you sort of thing. But it just, nothing clicked. There was no like moment where it never gained any idea. That's the thing, there was no identity. I mean, a song like that, if you put in like a really sort of really catchy, if you're not going to do a chorus, you can stick in like a looped refrain riff, but it's got to be something that really hits people and is really catchy. It's like, nah, they didn't do that. And then they skipped out on a second verse altogether, which is fair enough, but, I mean, if you're just going to go back around to the pre-chorus, after not really landing much identity in the refrain anyway, and then it just kind of ended. I guess we should be happy it was short. Oh, that's disappointing. Wasted potential. Shame. I hate when you hear stuff like that, because you're like, it felt like it could be building towards something, and then just... I don't think I'm going to give that a review, to be fair. For Bleats, they have been going more EDM, less Kentacore. Yeah, nothing wrong with EDM if you do it right. That was Baby's first EDM. Martin, Empire take turns to sit on a naughty step. 4 bleats, chorus. Yeah, I know. You're not going to copyright strike me for that because that's one note. One note. I really wanted to like that, and I thought, seriously, after a few seconds, I was like, oh, I could like this. This could be one of those songs where I like and no one else likes it. But nah, let down. Fernando, the Peggy's new album coming in October. Awesome. The Perfume new EP in October too, I believe. I'm really hoping that Perfume, because Perfume have had some songs like that as well. I hope that Perfume drops something kind of cool. I'm looking forward to that. I really hope it's going to be nice. Peggy certainly is always an interesting one. So we'll definitely be doing Peggy's either way. Russ says, that show chorus sounds like a Doctor Who music shop. Kind of, yeah, I get that feeling. Sven, I forgot how to call this kind of chorus, but I don't like it. Yeah, I kind of just call it like an instrumental refrain. Yeah, even that feels like too much of a, doesn't like a loop refrain, I guess. Scott, hi all, I'm late. What are we talking about? Talking about Empire new song. Not in the most positive way. I hate to say it, guys, but I'm actually going to have to round this one up now. We're over an hour. Not that I like to time things too much, but as with a lot recently, I've been kind of under a lot of pressure to do things. And as you guys know, I've got to wake up in a few hours, take the little one to school. So, yeah. I am going to have to bounce fairly soon, so now is as good a time as any. As I said, remember there will be videos coming out during the week. There should be another one on Tuesday, should be one on my birthday on Thursday. On Thursday, I'll try and drop a video that everyone will disagree with and hate, so I can, on my birthday, I can just read all the hate mail. Yeah, no, that's going to be cool. And that means there'll be one on Saturday, probably one on Sunday as well. So I'm thinking maybe Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. If we're lucky, I'll be able to get a video out on all those days. Got quite a lot lined up though, because as I say, finally those scripts that have been written for so long have actually turned into recordings. And that's the big thing, getting a microphone out, getting it put down, having time to record it properly with a good sound. And as I say, I'm going to be recording a lot of videos out and about, as I said last week, which will also mean that I can get more stuff put down. You know, more light videos, I can just do them on the phone, get a little selfie stick and walk around recording them, which might make them interesting as well, as long as it's not too windy to do it. Read some of the comments. Howard has to go be an adult. Except you're right, but still. Sven, I think this is called Pop Drop. It's a very club thing though, but I don't know if he made that up, but it sounds like a good name for it, and yet at the same time it sounds slightly antithetical. Because it's a sort of a club thing creeping into pop more than anything. But yeah, Pop Drop. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Harry, but you're even going to go to bed. Too much vampire in your... Yeah, I'm going to hang up till I down from the ceiling. That's what's really going to happen. Okay, have a good week, folks. Stay safe, and until next time, so long, folks. So long, Fernando. John A. for all. Ross says, for those who had bets Howard would drop off before the end, have lost their money, good luck with school. I don't think I've ever fallen asleep during... I think the nearest I got to falling asleep during a stream was 2019 when we had the... when I was stuffed in that little internet cafe and we were doing the live stream and I was talking about France. And you guys were grilling me about France. That's the nearest I ever got to falling asleep during a stream. I was actually falling asleep between questions on that. But no, not today. Anyway, look. I'm trying to organise to do a longer one of these. Obviously, I want to do the Baby Metal Marathon listen through once things are settled down. That's been something we've been talking about for a while. But I want to do like a longer, maybe 2-hour live stream. So that's something that will be planned as and when we can. But just want to say, as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry these have been a little bit vanilla, these live streams of recent, but just, you know, at the moment they're just kind of like online messages where we get everything more streamlined. But thank you so much for tuning in anyway. I want to say a big thank you to the regulars. Thank you to anyone new who's coming along. Thank you if you're there quietly watching but not commenting, just sort of sitting, chilling out, listening to the conversation. Thank you as well. Greatly appreciate it. You don't have to comment to get our appreciation, but thank you anyone who has commented as well. The Bandmade Marathon, you fell asleep. I did not fall asleep in the Bandmade Marathon. I stayed awake 100% throughout that. I was coffeeed up to my eyeballs. No, I was fine during the Bandmate marathon. I was really impressed at how well I did actually in that. I genuinely thought I was going to fall asleep, but I was on that one. The Goon says, stay safe, stay safe yourself as well, sir. Sven says, bye bye. Alright, guys, remember, follow us over on Discord. I will actually pop onto a Discord after this, have a little chat with you guys. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys over there. But until then, for now, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next time. Let's have a little bit of the bog roll. It's always good to have a little bit of the bog roll before we go. The bog roll is happy. The bog roll wishes you luck, joy, and happiness in the future. The bog roll can read your mind, and the bog roll knows it's been difficult recently. But the bog roll wants you to know that it loves you, and it will always be there for you. And your life, just like the bog roll, will never run out, because when things seem at their lowest, you can always rely on the bog roll to come back. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. There's so much meaning in the bog roll. The bog roll never gets old. For now, till I see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. Ciao, ciao.